Hey, how's everybody doing? I want to talk a little bit today about something I'm watching a lot on the internet and actually know quite a bit about because my son happens to be a big Bitcoin investor and has done very well in Bitcoin, is whether to buy Bitcoin or not. And not only Bitcoin, but a lot of the other cryptocurrencies and what the cryptocurrencies are all about. I watch a lot of people on YouTube and they don't seem to have a clue about the Bitcoin or about cryptocurrencies. And they give some worn out advice like, well, it's very speculative and you shouldn't put any money into Bitcoin or any other cryptocurrency that you can't afford to lose. It's like Las Vegas money. And, you need to be very careful with Bitcoin because, it can go down just as quickly as it can go up and blah, 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 which is all bullshit because they don't know what they're talking about. Bitcoin really is a digital currency. And the only way to transact things online right now is digitally. So in other words, if I want to buy something over the internet, I have to use my credit card, I have to do some form of payment that really isn't very convenient. Bitcoin, cryptocurrencies, other mediums like that are going to be very convenient. It is going to allow free trade or free access to buy stuff on the internet. The other thing about a cryptocurrency is every transaction is part of the blockchain. Blockchain being actually work done online to prove that transaction. So you have a blockchain, a block of work that is the blockchain that proves the transaction. So it's literally impossible to defraud somebody, or it's impossible for somebody to imitate the currency, or to I can't think of the word. Print illegal currency or counterfeit. That's the word I'm looking for. It's impossible to counterfeit. So would people sit here and say that the blockchain or the Bitcoin or something like that is just a short-term, may go up, may go down idea? I really think they're being very short-sighted in what the potential of this is going to be. This is not going away. This is like the internet, when people said the internet was a fad, or it was something that was just short-term, or wasn't going to take over our lives, or was going to be the biggest. Now, as everybody's behind a computer screen. If you're on business, you're on the internet. Even you have the most insignificant minor repair shop or lawnmower repair shop, you're going to have a website. You're going to be on the internet. You're going to have email. You're going to have. You're going to be in Google Places. You're going to be Google Maps. All this stuff, just for the most literally non-digital business is going to have some internet presence. Well, that's the way it is with Bitcoin. That's the way it is with these cryptocurrencies. It's going to invade your life from every angle. So if people think that the cryptocurrency is just some quick play or some, here today, gone tomorrow kind of thing, you really don't understand what this is about. You don't understand how it's going to invade our lives and how it's going to be actually the future of a lot of things. Not to mention the Security and Exchange Commission and the way the stock market works and the way you're going to start bringing companies public, and the way you could take the cryptocurrency and you can make a company an idea. You can bring a company idea and fund that idea through a non-regulated or non-bureaucracy cryptocurrency, or a non-bureaucracy a medium of exchange. So this is a great thing, and it's going to get a lot greater, and it's going to get a lot bigger. I think one of the biggest ones is EOC, Ethereum, Bitcoin. All these mediums could continue to increase in value. They're all going to go up. They're all going to go up. I have no doubt that this is going to be a huge opportunity for a lot of people over the long period of time, because there's going to be slight fluctuations. Don't take your life savings, stick it into one day, and expect to get out the next day and double your money. It's not going to happen that way. But if you are willing to stick with some of these for very short periods of time, you will do very well, as people have already. I think Bitcoin's trading at over $20,000. It wasn't that long, it was just a few $1,000s. So cryptocurrency is here to stay. Cryptocurrency is the future for internet transactions. Cryptocurrency isn't a fly-by-night idea, and it's going to change the way things are done. You know, in my lifetime, one of the things I've noticed is the access to capital. So when I was a young man, you could go to a bank and borrow money. You walk into the bank, you had an idea, business idea, you talk to a loan officer said, sounds good to me, give me a little bit of information, some financials, some projections, so on and so forth, and yeah, we'll lend you $30, $40, $50, $60, $70,000. You know, in my case, sometimes I'd borrow up to a few hundred, $300,000. And then as soon as I was able to pay the money back, we'd work out a payment plan and everything. It was all done really individualized. I just sit down with the loan officer, talk to the loan officer, and the loan officer lent me the money. I couldn't borrow a red nickel today from a bank through a loan officer. It is so regulated and so taken over, and it's so overdone that you can't borrow money anymore. Literally no reason, no way to borrow money. Everybody talks about the economy and how the economy struggles for jobs and stuff like that. If you want to let the economy take off, if you want things to grow, people need to be able to access money, access capital. And if you create liquidity with Bitcoin and with these other cryptocurrencies, and you allow those currencies to grow and flourish and allow people access to them so they can actually start to access capital and money to grow ideas and things, now you're going to see an economy that takes off way wilder than anything you can ever imagine, and not having to sit around with the asinine, ignorant idea that some other country stole our jobs. You need to build an economy on today's technology with what we have offered to us today. Not go to China and think you're going to get a bunch of minimum wage jobs back and everybody's going to be happy. The fact Donald Trump even touts some stupid idea like that just shows you his bare ignorance. Absolutely bare ignorance. I mean, that's a populist thinking that has nothing to do with the real world, but you're going to go get our jobs back from Mexico and China. It's just bullshit. Just like his wall and all the other crap that this guy comes up with. Absolutely bullshit. You know, he just says what people want to hear, that are too ignorant to go out and figure it out for themselves, or too ignorant to want to believe anything that's currently going on in the world today. They just want to believe these old stereotypical ideas that somebody stole our jobs, you know, we didn't get good trade deals, and all that other bullshit. Just all bullshit. You know, if you want the economy to grow, the economy needs to grow through access to capital, be able to raise money, and that's something that the EOC blockchain does, to be able to raise money. The white paper, the ability to have an idea that people can invest in without a lot of Security Exchange Commission rules and regulations. This is all what's going to happen in the future, very near future. So anyway, this is the way the world's going to start operating, and I think it's going to be for the better. Thank you very much for watching.